Oh, hello there. And we are live. This hour on Verbling. Oh, sorry about the background noise, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Fluency Fundamental class. In Fluency Fundamentals, we look at the basic vocabulary you need in important topics that will probably come up in your everyday use of English. Today, we're going to be talking about idioms that describe people. So these are, oops, I'm getting feedback from somebody, so everyone make sure you've got only the Hangout open, nothing else, because I'm hearing an echo. So let me mute everyone for just a second until I don't know where the echo's coming from. Let's turn everyone off for just a second. I'm going to do a quick introduction, and then we'll figure out whose microphone is not working right. Okay, so that was about the class. A little bit about me. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. By the way, if you click on the link in the Verbling chat window, it takes you right here to the profile page. If you click follow on the left side, you should get notified of my upcoming classes. And on the right, you can schedule a group. Oh my God, what am I saying? Not a group class, a private class, a tutoring session, or a package. I'm in the process of putting those together. Please send me a message first before you book the class so I can be sure to have time for you in my schedule. That's a bit about me. Let's take a look at the material today. As always, I will put the link in the chat window if you want to see this up close. There you go. And here it is in the Verbling group chat if you can't see the... there it is in the Google group chat if you cannot see the Verbling chat. That's what I meant to say. Okay, let's see who's out there. First we have Antonina. Welcome back, Antonina. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm all right. Very good, very good. The next person I saw was Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Maciello. I don't know how to say your last name. Hello, Sarah. Are you out there? Hello, Sarah. Sarah, turn on your microphone.
Hi, teacher.
There you go. Okay.
My surname is Maciello.
Maciello. Maciello.
Thank
Ciao, Maciello.
Ciao.
Okay, very good. Very good. Nice to see you again. Let's see. We've got Mr. Christian. Hello, Christian. How are you? Turn on your microphone.
Oh, hello, teacher. How are you today?
Very good.
Right.
What's the story with the big clock, Christian? What's that?
The story with the big clock? Ah, yes, followed. Yes, I changed my picture, you know. This is a picture from Dublin when I went to visit the Guinness, you know, the Guinness Enterprise, Guinness Company.
Right.
For the beer. And I like this picture. You can follow me.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. So if you go to the Guinness brewery, they have a big clock that says "followed" on it.
No, I don't think so. You can see only the clock.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have also Mr. Victor. Hello, Victor. How are you today?
Pretty fine. Thank you for asking.
Excellent. And welcome back, Sylvia from last hour. Hi, Sylvia.
Hi.
Welcome back. Okay.
Hi.
And we've got Mr. Frederic. Hello, Frederic. How are you?
I'm good. Hello. How are you?
Very good. Very good. Okay. And a new face, I think, Mr. Marco. Hello, Marco. Rocha.
Hello, teacher. Hello, teacher. Hello, Jen. How are you?
Very good. Now, Mr. Marco, I don't recognize your picture. Is that a new picture, or are you a new student?
No, it's a new picture.
It's a new picture.
Yes. I've been in your class. I've taken your class twice. I think twice.
Yeah, but before you had no picture, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I remember. All right. Oh, by the way, remind me, where are you from, Marco?
Yes, I'm from Italy.
Yeah, but where?
North of Italy, Turin.
In Turin. Okay. And Sarah, where are you from in Italy again? Remind me.
In south of Italy, Naples.
In Naples, right. Marco from Turin, Sarah from Naples. Okay. I think that's it for the Italians. No, Antonina. Antonina, what was your story? You're in Germany, but you're from Ukraine, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Okay, I remember. Christian, I know. Frederic, you're in the south of France, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
In not in Cannes, not in Toulouse, in Lyon? No.
Near Fréjus, between Cannes and Toulon.
Okay. Okay, I'll just remember south of France. If I know where you are in the world, for some reason, I tend to remember you much easier. Sylvia, remind me, you're in Madrid?
I'm from Madrid, but I am in London.
Oh, right. You're from Madrid, but you're not in Madrid now.
Me
And
too, I'm in London.
And Sarah's in London too. Ah. And what about you, Victor? I can't remember now.
Okay, I am in Bogota, Colombia.
Oh, right. You're in Colombia. Okay, very good. All right, I've got you all covered. So here, let's get started. Idioms describing people. First of all, what is an idiom? Does anyone know what an idiom is before we start using them? What's an idiom?
It's an expression.
A way to say something.
An expression? A way to say something? Okay, good start. Maybe we can think of an example first before we look at these. So if I say, give me an example of an idiom, what comes to mind right away?
An idiom. Example of idiom.
Well, is an idiom literal, or is it more metaphorical? Is it?
I?
Yeah, go for it. Don't ask permission. Just speak.
Okay. Raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats and dogs.
Yeah.
So, an idiom can be a kind of expression that's metaphorical, like it's raining cats and dogs, right? It's raining cats and dogs. There's not really a clear definition of what an idiom is, but the important thing to know is that it is idiomatic. It's idiomatic. Idiomatic means it comes from a particular group of speakers. It's not something that you can you could create yourself just knowing the grammar or the vocabulary of the language. There's usually a story behind it. Okay?
Mhm.
Christian, what did you say in yours? Give me your idiom, Christian.
It's not my cup of tea. Is
Not
it
my
them?
cup of tea. Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Cecile said, I have a lot on my plate as well. Okay, because here's the thing. When you translate an idiom into another language, the idiom changes, but the meaning is the same. So, for example, if I say, I've got a lot on my plate, that's American English. What does that really mean, class? I've got a lot on my plate right now. I can't do it. I've got a lot on my plate. What does that mean?
You have too much. You have too much.
Too much what?
Too much.
Food?
Too much food?
No food.
No, not food.
No food.
Much
Money?
Can you write it?
It's written there. It's what Cecile wrote. I have a lot on my plate.
Too much work?
Too much work. Right.
Yeah.
So I have a lot on my plate means I'm busy. Right? So let's do a little experiment. Do you have the same idiom in your native language as we do in English?
No.
Because
No.
like for example, if I said in Portuguese, eu tenho muito no prato, that makes no sense. It means I've got too much food on the plate, right? It's not the same.
Eu tenho muito no prato.
You can say that in Portuguese? Eu tenho muito no prato?
Eu tenho muito no prato.
Oh,
Okay.
that's Brazilian Portuguese. That's maybe in Brazil you say here. I don't know. I can't think of an expression. What about in other languages? Let's see how we can translate that, because it's interesting how these expressions change. So let's see. Christian and Frederic, is there an expression like that in France? That means, how do you say I'm just too busy to do something else? How do you say that in French? Any ideas? Is there some kind of an idiom?
We are never busy in France.
We're never busy? Okay, that could explain it. Maybe. What about in Italian? Anything come to mind?
We haven't an idiom to explain that we have lots of work.
No, really? Okay.
No. We just
So much-
say I'm busy.
So much for my experiment. I was sure we're going to come up with lots and lots of similar expressions. Okay, I want you to take a second and I want you to think of an idiom in your own language. Something that could or could not be translated without losing the expression, without losing the meaning. Okay, I'd just like to see, so what I'd like you to do is to think of an idiom, something that people say all the time, like I've got a lot on my plate, or it's not my cup of tea, etc. And I want you to say it, you could say it in your language, or you could say it in your language and English, and let's see if we can find the equivalent in English.
I have an equivalent for I have a lot on my plate.
Yeah?
Yeah, j'ai du pain sur la planche. I
On
have
the
bread
planche.
on my.
You have bread on the plate?
Not the plate, the thing you use to cut something without damaging the table, you know? You put the bread on this.
Oh, okay, good. The cutting board, yeah. The cutting board.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you write that in French, and just so I can see it, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
I'd like to see it. It's pain du planche, was it?
Et du pain sur la planche.
Pain, it's equal of bread, you know.
Yeah. That I recognize.
I have bread in the plancha.
But it's interesting because you say j'ai du pain, du, like, which is strange because I can't translate it to I have of bread, du. Isn't that?
Yeah. I have bread on the cutting board.
On the bread on the cutting board.
You cannot translate. It's not possible.
I know, but let's start to create new idioms in English. Everyone, from now on, let's go. The first person you see, I want you to say, "Hey, I've got bread on the cutting board." See what they say back to you. Okay, very good. Very good. I've got bread on the cutting board is French. Very good. What about a Spanish expression? Are there any good ones?
We say something like, in Spanish is mucho arroz para tan poco pollo.
Wait. So a lot of rice for little
chicken.
Yeah.
A lot of rice for a little chicken.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that it's a lot of something for one person.
Ah, okay. Like too much for one little person to handle. Like the person will be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
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 Ah, okay. So for example, if you win the lottery and you get €1 million, that's too much rice for one little chicken.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. What about you, Mr. Robert? You said you've got a lot of expressions. Give us one.
For example, fragmenta means in English don't do anything. I can also try to translate rub mint. Also, I usually use type frunze pentru câini. in English, it's same like nothing, do nothing. I can try to translate. Cut the grass for the cat.
Cut the grass for the cat.
Yeah.
Cut the grass for the cat.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Do nothing. Lose time or something.
Because you don't need to cut the grass for the cat, therefore you're wasting your time.
Yeah. True.
Ah, interesting. And could you write it in, what's it, Russian, right?
No, Romania.
Oh, Romanian. Well, why did I think you were Russian?
I don't know.
I don't know why I thought that. Could you write that in Romanian? Because Romanian and Portuguese are kind of similar.
Yeah.
Could you write it for me? How do you say cat? Is it gato?
Gato, I think it's in Spain, cat.
No. In Portuguese, it's gato.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in Italian, gatto. And, I mean, so in
Right.
Romanian, it's similar.
In Spanish, gato as well.
Gato. Can you write it for us, Robert?
Yeah, sure. One moment.
Okay. Okay, while he's writing that, so idioms are always fun. Ah, there we go. Tai yarba pentru. What is this?
Pisica.
Pisica. What is it pisica?
Pisica is cat.
Pisica is cat?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what's wrong with Romanian?
I don't know.
Pisica is not cat? That's impossible.
Yeah, use Google Translate and check yourself. By the way, you have a good accent in Romania.
Of course, I know.
Okay.
I used to drink Sueca. What's it called? Sueca?
Vodka?
No, Sueca.
I don't know.
The brandy that comes from Transylvania in the mountains, made of plum. What's it called? Sueco? I can't remember the name. Oh, you're not from Romania. Just be honest.
Yeah, I'm from Romania.
Tai iarba pentru pisica. Okay. Now I know. And that means to cut the grass for the cat.
Yeah.
And what's this one? Is it fragmenta? Is it right?
Yeah.
What is that?
Same with Tai iarba pentru pisica.
It's the
same.
same.
Yeah.
Fragmenta.
Do nothing.
Do nothing. Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Wasting your time with something useless, or I don't know.
I got one for you in Portuguese. Marcus, tell me if you have the same expression in Brazil. I know you don't, but you can say, give me a second, I have to remember how it is in Portuguese. It's like dar na águas de, I'm forgetting this expression. Wait, it's águas de bacalhau. I can't remember the expression. Hold a second, I have to Google for it. It's either acabar por águas de bacalhau or dar en águas de bacalhau. Give me a second. I'll look it up because I can't remember. It's a funny one though. Águas de bacalhau. If I can find it, I'll share it with you. Give me a second. Águas de bacalhau. I can't know if I can find. I don't know if it's. Yeah, this is it. Dar em águas de bacalhau. Marcus, do you know that expression? Look at this. This one. Can you see this? Have you heard that expression in Brazil? Do you have?
No. I don't know this expression. In Brazil, no, it's common. No. Dar águas de bacalhau.
Significa dar em nada.
Okay, dar em nada. Okay.
Right.
There's no use in my country, in Brazil. Maybe in Portugal.
Yeah, here in Portugal they say it.
Maybe.
So the bacalhau is a codfish, and I have no idea where this comes from, but I have an idea. I think that my theory is this. Here, cod is like, a very traditional dish to eat, and you can have salted cod. So the idea is, I think, you put the cod in water, right? The salted cod, and you get the salt out. So, if you stay in cod water, you don't go anywhere because they put the cod in like a little bucket or tub to get the salt out. So it's water that doesn't go anywhere. Whereas,
Teacher,
yeah,
what is cod?
cod is a fish.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
It's the same in Italian and Spanish though. It's the same
Uh,
word, I think.
Carpa. Carpa.
Yeah. I'll show you a picture. Like Cape Cod in.
But I think in Italian it's merluzzo.
I don't think so. I think it's maybe, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the same word. There's a cod. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yum. And
Cod.
I remember saying cod almost like Portuguese when I was in Italy, but let me just make sure. Maybe.
Merluzzo.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do I know, right? Yeah, you're right. Merluzzo. That's weird. Because I remember almost the same word. And let's see what it is in Spanish, too. Because I know there's a language where it's almost the same. If it's not, maybe it's Spanish. Hold on a second.
Google say is
Yeah, in
bacalao.
Spanish it's bacalao.
Ah, okay. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, bacalao. Okay, fine. Now we know. So, to end up or to be in cod water means to go nowhere, an idea that doesn't go anywhere. Okay, now that we got the idea about how idioms work, and we've heard some great idioms from your country, I want to give you a few more in English. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, give me a second, let me change the page. Oops. Okay. I'm going to use these idioms in a sentence, and then I'm going to ask you to try to find the best definition. Okay? So let's read through them quickly, and then I'm going to ask you to read through the definitions quickly on your own. Let's read them quickly just to get used to them. Antonina, I want you to say the first idiom, letter A, for us.
Yeah, this is very simply a heart of gold.
Wait, don't match it up yet. Just say it. Heart of gold.
Heart of gold.
Good. Not hurt, but heart.
Heart. A heart.
Good. Fantastic. Christian, say letter B for us.
A heart of gold.
Letter B. Letter B.
B, okay. As good as gold.
As good as gold. Okay, right now we're just getting used to the sound of the expressions. Okay, then we'll match them up in a second. Robert, letter C.
As hard as nails.
As hard as nails. That's it. Nails. Frederic, letter D.
A cold fish.
A cold fish. Marco, E.
Yeah. And hard customer.
Almost. Not. Listen carefully. Awkward.
Awkward.
Right. But be careful because you're putting an H. You're putting in an H in front of the A. There's no H. It's not hawk. It's awk.
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 Awk. Awkward.
Perfect. That's it. An awkward customer. Okay, let's go to Sarah for F.
Sorry, I can see the idiom. Okay, a pain in the neck.
Pain in the neck. And Sylvia, the last one, which is G at the bottom of the page.
Get on everybody's nerves.
Get on everyone's nerves. Okay, I'm going to give you a sentence, and I'm going to call on you to try to find the best definition. So everyone, silently read definitions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to yourself. Don't read them out loud, just to yourself, and make sure there's no questions about vocabulary. Okay? Give you a second to read them. All right? Any questions about the vocabulary and the definition? No?
Teacher, what's the pronunciation of a nuisance?
Nuisance. Nuisance.
Oh, really
Say,
hard.
it's not hard. Just ignore the extra letters. Imagine it's N-U-S-A-N-S. Nuisance.
Nuisance.
That's correct. Nuisance. Something that is annoying, that you don't like. Something that is annoying. Okay. Victor, the first one is for you. Listen to this sentence. Let me make sure I go in the right order. Yeah, okay. She has a heart of gold. She's always giving her time and money to everyone. She has a heart of gold. Victor, which is the best definition for heart of gold?
I think it's the number 7. She is very kind and generous.
Fantastic. A matches with number 7. Very good. Okay. I'm going to see if I can create examples for all of these. We're going to go to Sylvia for good as gold. Give me a second. He's as good as gold. He volunteers all of his time with sick children. He's as good as gold.
I think is generous, helpful, well-behaved, used generally for children.
Oh, right. I should have changed my sentence. I should have made it about a child, not about an adult. But you're right. That's the right definition. Yep, you're right. So 3 matches with B. Okay, so far so good. Next one is going to be hard as nails, and it's Sarah. And here's your example. Let me see if I can give a good example of this one. How about this one? The Prime Minister was as hard as nails when talking about his belief in the death penalty. The Prime Minister was as hard as nails when defending the death penalty.
When defending?
The death penalty. There's my example. Doesn't have to be the Prime Minister. It could be anyone. The death penalty means that you are punished by death. Most people don't agree with it. This person agrees with it.
Difficult person to deal with.
Not exactly. There's a better match for that one. How about this one?
No sympathy for others.
Yeah, there you go. No sympathy for others. Hard as nails. In other words, acting in an emotionally cold and uncaring way. All right, so you got the right definition. Maybe not the best. Maybe I didn't give you the best example. I'm kind of making these up as I go along. Mr. Marco.
Yeah.
A cold fish. How about this one? She was rather a cold fish. She sat alone in the room and didn't talk to anybody.
Okay. It could be the second. Irritates everybody.
Well, is she annoying people? Not really. She's just sort of not talking to them. So is she friendly or is she not friendly?
Not friendly.
Not friendly. So which one of these would be more like not friendly?
I'm friendly. Distant.
Yeah.
Distant
She's a cold fish. She's distant, emotionally distant. Physically close, but emotionally far. Right?
Okay, I get it.
Okay. By the way, just we have a question out there from Cecile. What's the difference between heart of gold and good as gold? Well, I guess we'd say good as gold means on your best behavior all the time, like a little kid that you would expect to cry and, you know, have a temper tantrum in public. But if they're on their best behavior, they're good as gold. A heart of gold could be anybody at any age who is pure, who does good things because they want to do them, not because they're told to do it. So I think the difference is good as gold is more about behavior. Heart of gold is more about being moral and pure, if that makes sense. And if you're not sure, create a sentence, and then I'll try to correct it for you. If you want to create an example of your own, and I'll correct it for you if you want a little more practice with it. Okay, we're on to Mr. Frederic for an awkward customer. And here's an example. My uncle was a real awkward customer whenever he drank too much. We always had difficulty getting him home. What do you think, Frederic?
Nuisance. Number 4, nuisance, difficult.
Nuisance and difficult. Not exactly. Not exactly. My uncle was an awkward customer whenever he drank. It took an army of us to get him into the car or to get him into the taxi. He was always fighting with us. Yes, he's a nuisance, but there's a better definition.
A difficult person to deal with?
Difficult to deal with. An awkward customer. Difficult to deal with. Think about it. The customer's always right. If you're an awkward customer, you think you're right, and no one else thinks you're right. And because you think you're right, no one can shut you up and no one can get you to behave. So not just a nuisance, but more specifically, someone who takes a lot of effort to get them to do what they should do. We're on to Mr. Robert for pain in the neck. Robert, I bet you know this one. This is a common expression. Do you know pain in the neck?
Yes, I know.
What's the match for pain in the neck?
For example, this guy is a pain in the neck, or I can talk about job. This job is a pain in the neck.
Mm-hmm. So the job is what? Easy?
No, no easy. It's irritant, boring, or.
Which definition is the best? If it's not easy, it must be
difficulty.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Number 4.
Right. So in other words, nuisance, meaning not boring, Robert, but annoying is a better word.
Yeah.
Annoying. Because in Latin languages, sometimes the word for annoying and boring are the same word. They don't translate it to English well. So annoying and nuisance are the same thing. Boring means not interesting. So there's slightly different meanings here. Okay? So number 4 is probably the best definition. We're on to Mr. Christian.
Yeah.
For get on everyone's nerves. This is a common expression too. Maybe you know it right away. What do you think is the best match for get on everyone's nerves?
Get on everybody's, you say it's a G, no?
Letter G, right.
Get on everybody. I think it's I think he's very kind and generous.
Very kind and generous. Well, here's an example, and tell me what you think. How about this one? He gets on everyone's nerves. He's always talking about himself, and he never shuts up.
Ah, okay. Irritate everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it's a selfish man, no?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So think about it. If someone touches a nerve, it's really uncomfortable, right? It's like scratching your nails on the chalkboard. It doesn't feel good, right? So if a person gets on your nerves, they make you feel very just not good. They irritate you. Exactly. Annoy you, irritate you. Okay, so that's the first set. You've all passed the test. Let's say a quick hello to Mr. Yasser, who's joining us right now. Welcome to class, Yasser. How are you?
How are you, teacher? Fine.
Very good, very good. Where are you from, Yasser?
I'm from Oman.
From Oman. Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice to have you. So, Yasser, we're working on idioms that describe people. The reason these are important is because they're very, very common in the language. You hear these expressions all the time, right? Like, oh, he's got a heart of gold. He would do anything for anybody. So, You don't have to use these yourself, but you should know what they mean because you'll hear them a lot in English. Let's go to the second set. The answers are here on slide 4. Okay. I've got a few that I just want you to be aware of. Actually, kind of 2 major ones about the word mark. These are people's fast and slow qualities. Antonina, do you think you could read the fast examples on the left side for us?
Yes, there is. She has a heart of gold, very kind, generous.
Wait. What slide are you on? Look at on the screen. You should be on slide 5. And there's a little box that says fast and slow.
Excuse me, I'm for slide 5.
Yeah.
Exercise.
The one that says slide 5. It says fast and slow.
Yeah, I have found. I found it.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I'd like you to read fast for us.
He's very quick off the mark. That's one.
Yep, keep going. Read them both.
He always gets things before everybody else.
So quick off the mark. Okay, and read the second one for us too, Antonina.
You have asked him to marry you.
Keep going.
You are a fast worker. You only met him 3 weeks ago.
Good. So, quick off the mark is an expression that comes from being in a race. At the race, everyone has to be on the mark, the starting line, the gun fires, and whoever is the quickest off the mark gets in the lead. Quick off the mark also means that you're smart, you're clever, you figure things out really fast. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're going to see these come up in exercises in just a moment.
Teacher, can I ask you if these are American idioms or?
These are maybe more British than American. Yeah, more UK. But if you say quick off the mark, everyone will understand you. Maybe we would say. I'm trying to think. What would we say in America? We'd just say quick. You're really quick. That means smart. You figure things out quickly. They say quick off the mark. But anyway, Americans will understand you too. What about this one? You're a fast worker. What do you think that one is? You've asked him to marry you? You're a fast worker. You only met him 3 weeks ago. Fast worker. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody which hurry up.
Someone who what? Someone who
hurry up.
Someone who hurries up.
Hurries up.
Yeah, you're a fast worker. You waste no time when other people would probably think about things and not be certain, but you're certain. You're a fast worker. It's not really a bad thing, right? It's just unexpected. People don't normally get married after 3 weeks. They get married after 3 years, right? So you're a fast worker. Okay. Mr. Yasser, are you there?
Yes. Yeah.
I'd like you to read the 2 examples in the slow column for us, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I was a bit slow of the mark the cube had been filled the time I got to the form.
Right. Here, forms means documents. Okay? The word forms means documents. Like the government makes you fill in forms, some kind of documents. Okay? So now, off the mark has a slightly different meaning. I was a bit slow off the mark. The job had been filled by the time I got the forms. So listen, class. In the example that Yasser just read, did the person get hired or did the person not get hired? Did the person get the job or did the person not get the job?
He not get the job.
Exactly. Because the person was slow off the mark. Meaning that if you were a runner in the race, the gun fires, all the other runners run, but you don't. You're slow off the mark.
Quick off the mark.
It's the opposite, right? Okay. And Mr. Victor, can you read the second example in the slow column for us?
Okay, come on, hurry up. You are such a slow coach.
You're such a slow coach. What do you think that means, Victor?
I think it's a very slow person.
A very slow person. So in American English, we would say slow poke. Don't ask me why, but we do. In British English, slow coach. So same thing, a slow person, someone who spends more time than they should. All right, we're going to come back to these in just a second. Any questions, just ask. I want to take a look at one, two. Okay, I want to look at two other short sets of words before we go through an exercise here. So here we've got oddball, over the top, round the bend, middle of the road. Oddball, over the top, round the bend, middle of the road. Okay? I can give you an example if you like, but I'd like to see if you can maybe take a guess, because some of these, most of these I think you've heard of. They're pretty common. So Sylvia, what do you think an oddball is? Look at the definitions. What do you think is the best match?
Oddball.
If you're describing a person, oh, that guy, he's kind of an oddball. I would stay away from him if I were you.
Absolutely crazy? Mad?
Absolutely crazy? No, because absolutely crazy sounds like dangerous. An oddball is not dangerous.
Strange.
Very, yeah.
Yeah, strange.
Peculiar.
Huh? Strange. Peculiar. Say that for me. Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Not Q, but Q.
Peculiar.
That's it. Peculiar. Right. An oddball is not dangerous, just strange. Okay? Mr. Marco, if a situation is over the top, how about this one? That guy is really over the top. He wears gold chains everywhere, and he's got a gold hat, and he wears gold around his neck. He's really over the top. What do you think, Marco?
Yes, I think it could be useful to describe people very exaggerated in behavior.
Right. Over the top is the same as exaggerated or ostentatious. Right? Over the top. Okay, very good. Mr. Christian, look at round the bend. Round the bend. If you ask me, your grandfather's round the bend. He's talking to the cat again.
Round the bend is one person is crazy or is near crazy or something else. No.
Right.
Is maybe absolutely crazy mad?
Absolutely crazy mad, number one. So the metaphor is that when you're driving on the highway and the road turns, it goes round the bend. You don't know what to expect over there, but it's probably too late once you get there. If a person is around the bend, it's probably too late. Wherever they're gone, wherever they've gone to, they're not coming back. They're round the bend. They've gone too far. They're crazy. Okay, and Robert, what about middle of the road? That's not round the bend. My politics are very middle of the road.
Very normal, no radical ideas.
Normal. Exactly. Not radical. Middle of the road politics means the norm. The answers are here, and the examples that I just gave you, social norms. Okay, one last set. We've got a know-all, lazy bones, a big head, teacher's pet, top of the class. All of these expressions are related to people in schools, right? This is idioms for people in a classroom. But guess what? You can use these in any situation. So, Frederic, what about a know-it-all? Look at those pictures and tell me which picture do you think is the best match for know-it-all?
Number 3.
Number 3. Why number 3? You're correct. Why number 3?
Because I can see a boy with his hand up.
A boy raising his hand.
Raising his hand. And I think he's going to answer a question that...
one question or all the questions?
He always answers all the questions.
Right. Because he wants to show how much he knows. So he's a know-it-all. That's it. I'd agree. So know-it-all is number 3. Sarah, what about a big head? A big head. Which picture do you think is the best one?
A big head.
And don't say number 3, because that one was taken.
No. Number 4.
Yeah, you're right. Why did you choose number 4? You're right, but why?
I don't know. I just see looking. I look at him.
Look at his expression. What kind of expression does he have?
He's thinking about something.
Does it feel good or bad?
Good.
Good. Does he feel good about himself or about something else? Because look, he's holding his clothes, he's got a tie, his head is high in the air, right? So what does he feel good about?
He discovered something.
Something or someone. For me, he feels good about himself because he's holding himself and he's got that look of pride on his face. A big head is when you have a bigger ego than you should. Don't compliment me, I'll get a big head. In other words, the more good things people say about you, the bigger your head gets, like a balloon blowing up.
Okay.
So, Sarah, what's the opposite of a big head, then? What do you think the opposite would be?
A small head.
Not a small head. There's no small heads. How do you feel? If feeling like if I have a big head means I feel...
You're not confident.
Exactly. The opposite of having a big head is to feel insecure, unconfident. Very good, very good. Okay, Mr. Victor, what about teacher's pet? What do you think is the best match?
I think it's the number 1.
Oh, I think so too. Because?
The teacher an apple.
Right, she's giving an apple to the man, he's probably the teacher, and he's petting her. Look, he's petting her head. Obviously, you can't do that in a real school because you go to jail. It's weird. Don't touch the students, not allowed. Okay, but this picture is kind of old. Sylvia, let's give a shot with lazy bones. Lazy bones. Lazy bones.
Then I'm 5.
Number 5. Okay, why number 5? You're right, but why number 5?
Because the girl is sleeping and is doing anything.
Yeah, right. She's
so
not
lazy.
She's not doing anything. She's lazy. So lazy bones means being lazy. You're just sitting there like a bag of bones, not doing anything. Okay, very good. Last one is top of the class, and there's only really one left. Antonina, what do you think about top of the class?
I think this is the picture number 2.
I agree. I agree.
Have I to explain?
Sure. Why is picture number 2 the best fit?
We can see a girl who had a sheet of paper with her notes.
Her notes, right.
The notes are very well. And the other boy is jealous.
Right, the boy is jealous. So she has better notes than the boy? She's at the top of the class. That means she has the highest notes or highest marks or highest grades in the class. She's top of the class. Okay, we don't have a lot of time, but we're going to play a little game. We're going to have to do it a little short, but we're going to play a little game. So look, you've got exercises for homework if you want to try them on slides 10, 11, and 12. You can try those and correct yourself on the last page to get extra practice. Okay, oh, sorry, and this one, slide 13. Sorry, I missed that. But we're going to play a little game. I will choose 2 keywords from this unit. You and a partner will have a short conversation where you have to include whatever word you are given in a very natural way in the conversation. And I'll give you an example. This is called mini word sneak. We played word sneak on Fridays sometimes. And word sneak is when your partner gives you a word and you have to sneak that word into a conversation. You've got to try to use it in a natural way even though you've never seen the word and it's not the word you were going to say. I'll give you an example. Just a second. To add to the fun, we'll throw in some of our own random words. So it's not going to just be idioms. It's going to be idioms and a category of words that we select. Okay, and we'll put them in the chat window, and then you have to use them in your conversation. We'll do this in pairs. Can you sneak all the word sneak words into your conversation? Let's see an example. Imagine that the word from the unit is heart of gold. That's the idiom we learned. Let's imagine that one of our random words is the word pants. So I give student A the word heart of gold, and I give student B the word pants. Student A says, Frederic, read student A for us.
So you really have a heart of gold, giving me your life savings.
Right. We never know what you're going to say, but that's what you say. Very good, very good. Okay, and Christian, what does student B reply using the word pants?
So student, did I do that? Well, yes. I try to help people. In fact,
keep going, yeah.
Yeah, I take off my pants right now and give them to charity. That's just how I roll.
That's how I roll. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Christian and Frederic, I'm going to give you each a word. Okay, we need a random category, first of all. Someone, shout out a category of nouns. As long as they're nouns, it doesn't matter. Give me a type of noun. Class, give me a type of noun. Person, place, or thing.
Type of noun.
A type of noun. Give me a specific type of noun. Robert? Robert?
Place, home.
Home. Okay. Okay, words related to home. I want everyone to think of one word that relates to the home. Robert, give me a home word, please. Robert, give me a word related to the home. First word that comes to your mind. First word.
Kitchen.
Kitchen is a word that relates to the home. Very good. Okay, Antonina, a home word besides kitchen.
I cannot say. I don't understand what you mean. That's why.
Pass. No problem. Christian, give us a home word. We'll come back to you, Antonina.
Bedroom. Bedroom.
Bedroom. Excellent. Frederic, a home word.
Toilet.
Toilet is definitely, most homes have a toilet. Marco, another home word.
Related to the bathroom?
No, related to home.
Okay, pillow.
Say again?
Pillow.
Pillow.
Pillow, yes.
Ah, the thing you sleep on, yeah?
Yes.
Got it. Sarah, another home word.
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe. Very good. That's an unusual one. Good one. Sylvia.
Yard.
Yard. Another good one. Victor, last home word.
Gate.
Gate. Yeah? Gate?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, very good. I'm going to put the home words in the chat window. I'm going to call on two people. One person You must use the home word and the idiom, but you decide who's going to say what, okay? So, and the conversation you're going to have is completely random, okay? Give me a second. Frederic and Christian, you are up first. Okay, Frederic, you're going to speak first. Christian, you're going to respond. Frederic, are you ready?
Yes.
You must use one of these, and Christian must use the other. I'm sorry. Yeah, Christian must use the other. Frederic and Christian, here are your words in the chat window.
I can use I have to use both of them or one? Just one.
Either one you like, and that will force Christian to use the other.
Okay. Christian, are you in the kitchen?
Good question.
Sorry, I am in the bedroom now.
Uh-oh. Well, Frederic, he didn't use top of the class, so you've got to follow up until he uses top of the class. He says he's in the bedroom.
Sorry, I don't understand the.
You've got to keep the conversation going until he uses top of the class.
Okay.
Keep the conversation going.
Okay. You just said you are in the bedroom. That's right. So I will say. Okay. Can you see my pillow?
No, I don't see your pillow because I am near the toilet.
Oh, wait a second. You're supposed to use top of the class, Christian. You have to find a way to use top of the class. Are you up for the challenge? We're actually running out of time. I'll tell you what, because I have to start the next class on time. Let's do this, everyone. I want to play this game with you, and I want to give you extra practice, okay? But we're out of time. So let's do this. Let's make a date. Friday, 1 o'clock, for my language games class. We're going to play the full game of Word Sneak, where we use these idioms, a random set of words, and you have to use them in a natural conversation. Also, I'll add some other words from other classes that I'm doing this week. We've got, what am I doing? Phrasal verbs on Thursday at 12 o'clock, so I can add some of those, and whatever vocabulary words come up that are interesting. So you'll have a chance. Come back on Friday for that. Tomorrow I'll be here for Hot Topics, which is our news class at 12, and the second installment of our business class from Monday. So that one is all about cultural attitudes to money, okay? So come back on Friday for the game, and I'll see you tomorrow at 12 for Hot Topics. Okay? Thank you, Frederic and Christian, for giving it a try and showing us how it works. Okay?
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.